Most men live their entire lives weak, distracted, and invisible. Not because they weren't capable, but because they never learned how to control their mind. In 2025, weakness is the new standard. Weakness is normalized. If you're always chasing comfort, if your emotions are always controlling you, if you can't live a single day without your distractions, you are currently losing. But the truth is, it's possible for you to win. Every man has the power to become mentally stronger and to become more of a man in 2025. If he's willing to sacrifice for it, and if he's willing to suffer for it. Let's get into it. Rule number 1, kill the comfort before it kills you. It might sound very serious for the person who is new into this type of masculinity concept, but comfort can kill you. Comfort makes us numb. You probably have experienced yourself where you are in a current type of situation where you didn't really need to change because you were comfortable enough. You've been living in a house with your parents, which is all good. You've been getting the same type of foods in every day, seems fine. You don't really need to train because like you're not fat and you're not skinny. It's fine. You don't really need to change. This is what we call comfortably numb. You are now so comfortable that you are never going to get out of this position that you are in. You will never reach your full potential because you have allowed yourself to stay in this position forever. Now, you can, of course, stay in this nice and comfortable. Everybody wants to be comfortable, right? Yes. But do you want to reach your full potential or stay comfortable? Make your choice today. To be able to reach our full potential, we want to be able to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And once that becomes comfortable, we want to search even more uncomfort. Uncomfort is step number 1 to be able to become more of a masculine man and to achieve anything in life. Because the reality is, if you want to get more money, if you want to have a car, if you want to have these certain type of traits that man has that you're looking up to, you're going to have to sacrifice for it, and you're going to have to learn to suffer. Because every single trait and every single thing that we want doesn't come easy. These things have a price tag, right? If you want money, it has a price tag. You have to work. If you want to be patient, it has a price tag. You have to wait. If you want to be strong, there is a price tag. You have to train. There is a price tag to every single thing that you want to achieve. Now, in order to pay that price tag, you have to put your time, attention, and effort into it, which is what? Uncomfortable. So making the uncomfortable choice every single day is step number 1 to being way closer to your goals than before. Kill the comfort inside of you and start learning who you really are. Start learning what you're fucking capable of, my guy, because you're capable of a lot. If you keep seeking that uncomfortable feeling, if you keep seeking that feeling that makes you feel like you don't want to do it anymore, that is where you should stay, because this is where the growth is at. Every single man who is successful, masculine, looks good, has gone through a certain type of period where he was uncomfortable, right? And that's something that you're going to have to do too. If it's uncomfortable when it comes to your physical, fine. Mentally, fine. Uncomfortable when it comes to saying no to others, maybe disappointing others even, that is just going to be the sacrifice that you're going to have to make. And there is no way out. Rule number 2, control your emotions before they control you. Now, controlling your emotions is something that you need to take action on today. And it's very hard to do that. You got to learn it. I haven't even mastered that, but I'm learning it every single day, because when difficult shit comes into your life, you have to be able to stay still. And what do I mean with still? You have to be remaining the same and remaining unchanged by situations that change. That's a masculine man. A masculine energy is still. That's why we call it a stoic rock, right? Feminine energy is constantly changing. That's why we usually refer it as the ocean or whatever the fuck people call it, because it's constantly changing. Their emotions stay still. We want to stay still. Our actions need to be still in order for us to achieve our goals. You cannot be constantly changed by the things around you. That means that you are a victim to your surroundings. You need to stay a winner even though your surroundings change. So what does that mean? Controlling your emotions. We all feel sad. We all feel angry sometimes. We all feel fucked up sometimes, but you gotta learn how to control those emotions and to still remain the same when that is happening. What I have been doing, when I feel angry, for example, very good example, right now, I feel angry. Why do I feel angry? Because I want to eat. I'm sorry, but I might be sounding like a girl right now, but I want to fucking eat. I haven't ate the entire day. I always fast during my work. I never eat anything before I go to work or before I need to do some work or record videos or edit videos. I never eat. The reason why is because I'm alert that way, right? So I'm slowly starting to become hangry, as most people would like to call it. I'm starting to get angry because I want food. So what does that mean? I'm going to be putting more energy into my work and finishing it quicker because I want to eat. If you have anger inside of you, you can put it inside of a bucket to where it's actually very effective for your work or tasks. A lot of people think that anger is bad. It's not. It's the best thing in the world if you use it correctly. Any type of emotion is bad when it's linked to weak men. When it's linked to a weak man, that is when emotions become dangerous. That is when emotions turn into destruction. But if you add emotions to a masculine man, this actually becomes very useful because he gets things done with those emotions. When I feel sad, I want to work harder. When I feel angry, I want to work harder. When I feel frustrated, I want to work harder. These emotions help me to be able to excel, to be able to get more done, to be able to be more of a man instead of letting that shit take over me. Because most people nowadays let their emotions take control over them. And what is starting to happen? They're going to start to take decisions that are not right for their life, that doesn't align with their goals, that doesn't align with their purpose. They're going to start to make decisions that are useless. Rule number 4, never let failure define you. I want you to, from now on, because you are watching this video, instead of saying I failed at something, say I learned from something. Because every single failure that you experience is a lesson that you can learn from. Failure doesn't really exist if you think about it. It doesn't really exist. If you start something right now, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the gym or a new job or a career decision that you have made, failing doesn't exist. You can see it as failure if you're weak-minded, but you can see it as a lesson if you are a strong man who wants to improve constantly. So when you say to yourself, I'm gonna make this hard decision right now anyways, I don't care if I don't complete whatever I want to complete, or if I do, from both situations, I will be happy. If I actually get it, if I succeed, great, that's my goal. But if I fail, I'm learning and I can become even better through that. So if you fall flat on your face because of, it doesn't matter what, be happy. Say to yourself, good, now I can implement those lessons into my life for a better me. Because that's what a man is supposed to be. He's supposed to get better at whatever he's trying to do every single day. You're trying to wake up with a purpose. Instead of just waking up as a fucking autopilot human being, wake up with a purpose and say to yourself, how can I improve myself once again? That is how you're going to be growing to the person who you want to be later in life, because that person exists. But if you do not take the actions today, that person is going to die out. Rule number 4, live by a code, not by feelings. Feelings are the reason why you're not taking the right habits, why you're not taking the right action. Listen, when I don't feel like recording videos such as right now, because I want to fucking eat, as I already said, that doesn't define who I am. It's not going to allow me to not film. That doesn't matter. My feelings is telling me something else. Go downstairs and eat. Stop recording and eat because you want to eat. My fucking stomach is in pain. I want to eat. But guess what? My feelings don't control me. I control my feelings. I say to my feelings, okay, shut up. Now I'm going to start to record videos again. You cannot become different. You cannot become the type of man who you've always wanted to become if you let your feelings take control over you. It's impossible. How are you going to expect to achieve anything in your life if you are controlled by your feelings? Let's say your feelings say, I don't want to train today, and you're actually now going to be skipping the gym. You know that you are pretty weird, right? You know that you're pretty feminine. You know that you're pretty weak. I want to eat sugar donuts before I work instead of staying fasted. And are you going to eat sugar donuts? What? I thought you wanted this shit. You said to me that you wanted to achieve your goals. Well, you apparently don't, because you said to yourself, I'm going to not let my emotions take control over me. And all of a sudden now you're skipping the gym because your feelings said so. Your feelings are irrelevant to a masculine man's life. If you are that man, or if you want to be that man, stop relying on your feelings. People always say, follow your feelings. Do not follow your feelings. Follow your compass, your purpose. Follow your morals and values. Follow God, but don't follow your feelings. When your feelings are telling you to steal because you don't have no money, is that right? Should you follow your feelings? You'll have money after, but is it right? Is it correct? Is it something that you should do? The answer is no, you shouldn't. So if you constantly are controlled by your emotions, you are effectively throwing your goals in the garbage can. Stop doing that and take control back into your life by controlling your emotions and feelings. Rule number 5, become comfortable with being alone. If you're an ambitious young man, you cannot be expecting that other people are going to be around you cheering you on. You have to live alone for a period of amount of time before you start knowing people who do the same thing as you do. You're not going to be knowing people who are going to be on this road immediately, bro. You're going to be lonely. You're willing to say no to everyone around you. Okay, well, be willing to say yes to being lonely. I have this friend who also works for himself, right? He works, alone basically every single day in his room. It's very lonely, but is it right? Yes. You should know how to be alone. If you're relying on other people around you, you're going to be very fragile, because that means that you cannot solve any of your own problems. You always need extra people to help you. You cannot do anything yourself because you're used to people being around you. You cannot keep grinding and working as hard as you physically can, possibly mentally can, man, because you're used to people just cheering you on and people trying to support you. But guess what? Now you don't have that. Oh shoot, what do I need to do? I need to find people. No, you don't. You need to learn to stay in this phase that you are in, which is loneliness. It's going to be lonely, my guy. You have to be unbalanced for a while. And this is not a bad thing. Be comfortable with yourself. And that is when you are going to be comfortable with being alone. If you're uncomfortable being alone, you're probably uncomfortable with yourself. I'm very comfortable being alone. The reason why is because I like myself. I like me. You understand? I'm comfortable with the way I am. I'm competent. I like me. I like being me. So I'm fine with just being me. I'm fine with just being also with me, alone, without anybody. Even though I have a girlfriend, I'm not with her right now. I'm in my room this entire day recording videos. And after this video, I'm going to go outside and train alone in the cold. This is just my life at this point, right? This is a phase that I'm going through. So start to become comfortable and confident within yourself. And that is how you're also learn to be comfortable with being alone. And it'll teach you a lot about stoicism, and it'll teach you a lot about mental control. I know you're on a great path towards becoming the person who you want to become, but I want to help you a little bit more. Click the links in my bio and check out the workout programs and also the improvement club that I got for you. Join our weekly live calls and learn about yourself more and more. We have a group of masculine men who are trying to help you as well, bro. Go down there right now, and I'll see you inside next week.